Good morning, Kentuckiana. Thank you so much for waking up with us on this Saturday morning. I'm Gabriel Gonzalez. We are glad you're here. It is Memorial Day weekend, so you know Reed is out on the road all over town. You'll never know where he'll end up. Reed and John, good morning to y'all. Tell us where you are this morning.
We happen to be on the road. We are at Brownsboro Hardware and Paint. And thanks to Thornton's for being along for the ride here. This is the 21st annual visit here, and we are kicking off the summer grilling season. Our owner, Doug Carroll, is here. We're set to rock and roll.
That's right. Tons of great demos today. Weber, Traeger, Big Green Egg, all cooking out from 10 to 2 today.
And it all benefits every grill that's sold today, tomorrow, and Monday. The Crusade benefits.
That's right. So Brownsboro Harbor is doing $25 for every Weber, Big Green Egg, and Traeger sold today and Sunday, Monday.
And my wife Jackie and I are matching that 25, so it's going to become 50 for every single grill sold these next 3 days here. Nice donation, we hope, to the Crusade for Children. Okay, let's get right to it here. You're wondering what's going to happen. Well, we're certainly off to a good start. A little chilly this morning. The fire felt good earlier. But it's going to be a nice day today. Temperature's going to be below average all week long as we go to max 1. Well, we see temperatures in the low 70s basically for the holiday weekend. Now you're saying, Reed, I see some rain chances in there tomorrow and Monday. What are we going to do about that? Well, what we're going to do about that is try to shove the rain off late enough that it really won't spoil today. I think we got it worked out. We'll dig into that in a little more detail for you this hour when we look at future casts. But right now, it's going to work out to be a good weekend. Indianapolis 500 race, no problem, upper 60s. It'll be dry and partly sunny up there. All the precipitation is pressed south, so good news for them. A little tricky news down here, but I think it's going to stay further south. So I think we're going to have a good weekend, Doug.
I'm excited about it. I appreciate you keeping the rain away for us.
We'll take care of that. We're sitting here in a nice outdoor area. They have Trex. Trex is the ultimate outdoor furniture. Guaranteed 20 years?
That's right, 20-year warranty, won't rot, won't fade, free assembly, free delivery on all the furniture we sell.
The color you have when you buy it's the color you're going to end up with in 20 years. You don't do anything to it, just leave it out, water, rain, snow, anything.
That's right, the beauty of the Trex is it's maintenance free. So just a little bit of cleaning, but you don't have to worry about it rotting or fading or any of those things.
Okay, that's what we have lined up for you. Right now though, as we always do, Gabe, you're going to bring us up to date on the stories we're working with on this Saturday morning as we kick off a holiday weekend.
All right, sounds good. Thank you, Reed. Moving on, JCPS has made their pick. Board Chair Corey Scholl confirmed they are negotiating a contract with Dr. Brian Yearwood to be the next superintendent of the district. Yearwood is the former superintendent at a much smaller school district in Columbia, Missouri. You saw him first right here on WHAS 11 earlier this week.
Every child should demonstrate at least a year's worth of growth, minimally, in a year's time.
In a statement, Scholl said the board was impressed with Yearwood's commitment to students and Yearwood's leadership in Columbia. The school system saw a 16-point increase in their annual performance report under Yearwood. Scholl said Yearwood has a number of financial accomplishments during his career in education, including being recognized for financial transparency and budgeting excellence while at Columbia. Scholl goes on to say Dr. Yearwood's accomplishments highlight his ability to effectively manage financial resources, secure funding for critical projects, and foster partnerships that enhance educational environments. We look forward to welcoming Dr. Yearwood to Louisville and working together to continue advancing our commitment to academic excellence and student success. Now, reactions have also been pouring in since the news of Yearwood's pick, including from the man he is replacing, Superintendent Marty Pollio. Pollio served nearly 30 years in JCPS. WHAS 11's Clarice Shaley and photojournalist Aspen Hester show us how the JCPS teacher and administrators remembered his tenure.
With this, Dr. Marty Pollio, Superintendent of Jefferson County Public Schools.
Finishing where he started.
Where I was principal. And so that will be very emotional.
Dr. Marty Pollio attends Jeffersontown High School's 2025 graduation. The superintendent for 8 years is stepping into a new role as president of Ivy Tech Community Colleges, ending his 28-year career with JCPS. But couldn't leave before saying goodbye.
Any last day is fun. because kids are finishing up a year. But when you get to my last day too, it's extra special.
While Dr. Marty Polio was adamant he has not been following the process of his replacement, he did provide some words of wisdom for the school district after he leaves.
If you're going to be great in public education, it's not a job, it is a calling. And when you see these little kids leaving and crying because they're going to miss their teacher, that's why you do it.
Dr. Polio sends students off as they start their summer, while the school board welcomes his replacement, Brian Yearwood, over the finalist Ben Schuldner. Board President Dr. Corey Scholl said in a statement, quote, "Yearwood's experience and vision brings fresh energy to our district, and we look forward to collaborating closely to build on our strengths, address challenges, and ensure that every student has an opportunity to thrive." Negotiations in his contract continue.
I like them both.
Just do the right thing for the children. That's it.
Parents weighed into the conversation.
I have the member communications to support that the membership is very disappointed.
A Jefferson County Teachers Association survey showed Schuldner took over half the votes.
It's because he was kind of talking a little bit better than the other one.
Here, a parent who likes Schuldner better.
I'm going to do everything I can to make sure that JCPS has the best learning and working conditions, because that's what our kids deserve.
A new superintendent with much to prove and even more work to do. Clarice Shaley, WHAS 11, on your side.
So the big question now, who is Dr. Brian Yearwood? Here's what we know. He began his career as a middle school science teacher and tennis coach. At the Manor Independent School District in Texas, he worked in administration as an assistant principal and then principal at the elementary school levels. Recently, he worked in Columbia, Missouri as superintendent. Last February, the district voted to extend his contract, but just 9 months later, it was announced he was retiring. He signed a non-disclosure agreement with the district and was paid $667,000 in severance. Yearwood will be the first person of color to lead the school district full-time, something Louisville Urban League CEO Lyndon Pryor sees value in.
I think it's huge. Representation matters, and particularly in this climate today, it matters. And so it is going to be a great thing for the 50+% of JCPS students who are black and the many more who are of color to be able to see somebody who looks like them in the highest position in the district.
Yearwood was not a unanimous choice by the school board. 2 board members voted against beginning the contract negotiations. That includes Linda Duncan. Duncan told WHAS 11 that she could not dismiss all the feedback the board was given from teachers, principals, and community members that overwhelmingly supported Ben Schuldner, saying in part, "When no one could give me one way Dr. Yearwood was better prepared to lead the district than Schuldner, I had no reason to vote for Dr. Yearwood." And now the news broke before the board could announce it, thanks to a social media post from Republican Representative Jason Nims. Nims writing, quote, "We have a new superintendent in JCPS. I've already reached out to the superintendent and offered friendship and support." Nims made his post well before the board had confirmed anything, leading to some controversy. Nims claimed he was unaware the choice had not been made public. Marty Polio reacted to that post Friday afternoon.
And so I'm a little bit disappointed that it came out prior to the board being able to go through a negotiation process and probably let both candidates know, but that's what it is.
Yearwood and JCPS are still in contract negotiations. Once both sides come to an agreement, then the board will call a special meeting to vote to approve that contract. To other news now, the man who was on home arrest following a viral video showing him shoplifting in Walgreens was arrested again after cutting his ankle monitor. LMPD says this viral video posted a month ago shows Tyler Haney pulling items off the shelves and stuffing a duffel bag at a Walgreens on Figgenbush Lane. Haney was arrested a few days later and is facing multiple charges for theft. However, police say on May 15th, Haney was released to home incarceration to await trial. And then just 5 days later, police say Haney cut off that ankle monitor and was on the run once again. Police caught up with Haney and rearrested him on Thursday. He is now facing an escape charge. He'll be back in court on June 2nd.